Flat-screen monitors have been in wide use for more than 20 years, and they're common in facilities that repair and recycle electronics. There are three main types of flat screens found in these facilities: plasma displays, LCD monitors, and LED monitors. Plasma displays are the least common. They were never popular as computer monitors and have not been manufactured in more than 10 years. They're large and heavy, often requiring two people to lift, and they have a hazardous inner panel containing lead, and the screen is two large glass sheets that often break. LCD screens, which are the most common in materials recovery streams, have two different light sources to illuminate the liquid crystal display. Older LCD screens have small fluorescent bulbs called CCFLs, which contain mercury, and these bulbs can easily break. Most newer screens use a strip of LEDs that don't have the same hazardous materials, but they still need to be disassembled properly to protect workers and the environment. This video will not cover sorting, testing, or repair of these flat screens, but it will illustrate the basic processes in their disassembly. Once flat screens have been sorted for disassembly and materials recovery, the first step is removing small screws on the outside of the case. This varies by manufacturer and model, but all monitors have them. For efficiency, some facilities disassemble multiple monitors at once, others one at a time. After the case is removed, plastic trim is peeled away, exposing the power supply and display electronics. Some facilities continue disassembling this subunit, while others send it to a downstream vendor for disassembly and materials recovery. In more modern flat screens, the display electronics are located under a back cover, as you'll see in a few minutes. On the screen module, there are additional screws that cover the driver boards, which are then removed. Then, the connectors for the CCFL bulbs are disconnected before the screen module is opened by removing additional screws. More trim is removed, then the back panel of the screen module, then the LCD screen itself. A plastic frame and loose sheets of plastic are removed for recycling, then the thick acrylic screen, which is one of the most valuable pieces for materials recovery. At the top and bottom of this acrylic screen are the CCFL bulbs in their holders. These thin fluorescent bulbs contain mercury. Some facilities ship the CCFL bulbs in their holders to a downstream mercury processor, and other facilities remove the bulbs before shipment. Let's quickly follow the same general disassembly process, but this time with a more modern flat screen that uses LEDs for illumination. As before, small screws are removed from the outside of the case. We will show a more complete disassembly on this monitor, with a small back panel being removed, exposing the display electronics and the driver board. The wiring harness and display circuit board are removed. After removal of plastic trim, the screen and back panel separate. One more piece of trim, and then the acrylic screen is removed, exposing the LED strip. If the flat screen uses LEDs for illumination, there's usually only one strip containing the small yellow diodes that light up the screen. And by the way, most facilities still call these flat screen monitors LCDs, whether they use LEDs or not. Here's another view of an LED strip from a different monitor. It's easy to remove the LED strip from the housing, and they can be recycled. As the disassembly process finishes, the removed materials are sorted and separated before being shipped to the appropriate downstream processor for materials recovery. More videos showing different processes used by electronics reuse and recycling facilities are available in the R2 knowledge base on the SERI website.